everyone, Enigma Coin Collector here, and if you saw the title to the video, I think you know what's inside this box, and it's a very special box of pennies. Not even going to say anything else, I'm just going to open it. This is a box containing 50 wheat cent enders. That's awesome. Now you may be wondering how I got this box, and I'm going to be upfront with you from the beginning. I did not find this box, and I didn't even put this box together myself. This box is from one of my eBay sellers that I have gone through a few times, and I've searched through a couple boxes of nickels on this channel, and they're from Colorado. You can search for them in my channel below and check them out. This is eBay user RYVA9125, and he reached out a while back and asked if I would be interested in a box of 50 wheat cent ender rolls. He collects coins, he goes through them, and he goes through, when he gets these rolls that have wheat cent enders, he sets them aside, and he had 50 of them, and he asked if I was interested in getting them. I got them. They didn't come in this box because these obviously came from 50 different boxes or so. I'm not sure exactly how many boxes it took to put this together, but these are a compilation, and you can see some of the wrappers. We got some Loomis, some Brinks, a variety of wrappers in here. And so he put the 50 rolls together, sent them to me. I put them in this box, and we're going to go through them and see how many wheat pennies we have. We know we have 50, but how many do we actually have in these rolls? I just want to say thank you so much, RYVA9125. Thank you so much for putting this together for me. This is a very awesome opportunity, and it's a privilege that you allowed me to get these coins to go through and see what's inside these rolls. I know you've been saving them for a long time, so thank you very much. I'll put a link to his channel in the video description below. I'd appreciate it if you went over there and checked out his store. He's got a lot of cool things for sale, a lot of coins, some collectibles, a lot of materials used for coin collecting, so check out his eBay store for sure. I've thought a lot about how to do this video, and I think I've got the best case solution here for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this off, and we're going to hunt this just like a normal hunt, but I'm going to go through the roll, and if there are no more wheat cents, I'll just bring you in for the recap for that one roll. So if we open roll number 1 here, and there's just the 1 wheat cent, I'll show you what that was, and we'll go on from there. So I'll basically be recapping the rolls. If I see multiple wheat cents, I'll bring in and we'll search through those together. I'm going to lay these out over here so that you can see what wheat cents came out of what rolls in grid formation, so that you know where in roll number 1 that penny's going to go here, and we'll just use this grid right here as a display to show you what the wheat pennies came from, where they came from in the box, so that you know what we got. It's going to be a really fun hunt. I'm really excited to do this. Maybe we'll find something else, maybe some Indian heads, foreigns. We're looking for all the usual stuff, but this is primarily a wheat cent hunt. It's going to be great. I'm ready to get started. Let me get set up, and we're going to crack open roll 1. Why don't we do it live? We'll open roll 1 live just to get things started. All right, are you ready? Let's get started. Roll number 1. 50 rolls. We know we've got 50 wheat cents. Now, most of these are the 1 cent ender, but the ones that are facing with Lincoln, they are the wheat cent dates. So we don't see the wheat back, but we do know that the year on the front is a wheat cent. It'll be interesting to see if we have more than 50. My usual is about 25, so we could have about 75 wheat cents in this box. Roll number 1. Let's see what we have here for the ender. This is going to be 1949D. I'll put that right there. Let me just go through this real quick. See if we have any more wheat pennies. Good bit of shield cents in this roll. Like I said, this obviously came from at least 50 different boxes. It can't be more than 50 boxes, but a variety of boxes put together. So these coins, I don't know exactly how old the rolls are or what the oldest roll is, but probably a wide variety of boxes these came from. It would be interesting to see what we have. Roll 1 just had the 1 wheat cent. That's it, and we're just going to bring you in for a recap if there's just the 1 ender. If I see more, I'll bring you in and we'll hunt the rolls live. Roll number 2 just had the wheat ender that we saw. It's a 1939 out of Philly. A little ring of death damage, though. Roll number 3 just had the 1 wheat cent ender, 1944 P. Roll number 4 is going to have at least 2. The ender is a 1948 D. Sorry, I bring this up to the camera. And I started to hunt it, and we found another one. This is a 1949 out of Philly, so that's 2 for this roll. And let's see if there's any others real quick. I don't see any. Oh, there's another one. 1934 out of Philly, 30s. That's awesome. And double check. Don't see any more, but I'll bring it back if I missed one. 3 in that roll. Nice. Roll 5 just had the 1 ender, a 1940 out of Philly. Roll number 6, just the 1, 1945 S from San Francisco. Roll number 7 is going to have 3, I think. The ender is a 1953 D, heavily corroded, but I see 1 pair of wheat ears, a few coins behind it, and this 1944 D, and I saw the date, so I know it's a wheat, 1940 out of Philadelphia. So 3 in that roll. Roll number 8. Just had the 1955 ender. It's not the DDO. Roll 9 just had the ender. This time a 1944 from Philly. We're on roll 10, and the ender on this looks a little old, so I thought I'd just film it live. That is a 1910 second year wheat cent in roll 10. Is there a mint mark? Let me look. There is no mint mark. That would have been a semi-key date. 1910S is a semi-key date, but that is a 110-year-old penny on the ender. Incredible. Wow. Roll 11, just the ender. 1957 Denver. Roll number 12, just the ender, and this time it's a 1958 out of Denver. Roll number 13, just the ender, 1952 Philly. Roll 14, just the ender, 1956 out of Denver. Roll 15 is going to have at least 2. Haven't looked at them. The ender, 1948 out of Denver. And a few coins later, we've got another one. And that one is a 1935. So 30s in the roll. Very cool. Roll 16 has just the ender. It's a 1942 out of Denver. Roll 17, just the ender. Denver, 57. Roll 18 just had the ender as well, a 1945 Denver ender. Roll 19, just the ender, 51 Denver. Just the one on the end on roll 20, a 1946 out of Philly. Roll 21 kind of exploded when I opened it, but the ender was a 1946 out of Philly. And there was one more in this roll, so 2, 1944 out of Philly. Roll 22 just had the 1 at the end. It's a 46 out of Philly. Roll 23, just the last one, a 56 out of Denver. Roll 24 just had the 1. It's a 47 out of Denver. Roll 25, we're halfway through. This one had a 1956 out of Denver, and that makes 31 in the front half of the box. Does that mean we'll get 62 at the end? We'll find out. Roll number 26, ender, 1947, Denver. Roll 27 is going to have 2. The ender was a 1956 out of Philly. And I found this near the back of the roll, finished hunting it, and it's a 1950 Denver. Roll 28 is going to have a 30 ender. It's a 1938 out of Denver. Just the one. Roll 29, 1953 Denver. Roll 30 is going to be awesome. Ender, 1946 D. And then here's another one. 1958 D, so that's 2. And another one. 1949 D. And another one. 4 in this roll. 1946 D. So 4 in that one roll. I'll check to make sure I didn't miss any, but 4 in one roll is awesome. Roll 31 is just one. 1955 D. Roll 32 is going to have an older one, a 1925 ender. Really cool. Roll 33 just has one. It's a 56 D this time. Roll 34 just had the one ender, and it's a 56 D. Roll 35 had just the one as well. 46 Philly. Roll 36 had 2. One popped right at the end. So we had a 1950 D ender and a 1946 Philly later on. Roll 37 just had the one lone ender, 1952 D. Roll 38, just the one, 1945 out of Philly. Roll 39 has a 1936 out of Philly, and the other ender I thought was a wheat cent, but it's just a 1959 first year memorial cent, but still pretty cool. Roll 40, 1951 D. Roll 41, and it was a 58 last year wheat cent out of Denver. Roll 42, I see the ender, and I see another one. 1944 Philly for the ender. This one could be older. There it is. Could be. Or it could just be a 50-60. No worries, I'm keeping it anyway. Roll 43. 53 Denver ender. Roll 44, the ender was old. 1920. 100-year-old penny out of Philly. Roll 45's ender was a 1948 out of Denver. Getting down to the end, roll 46, 1942 D. Roll 47, had a 1952 D. Roll 48, had a 1958 out of Denver, and our first foreign, Centésimo de Balboa, 2001. Very cool. Roll 49, had a 1945 out of Philly. And roll 50, last one, had a 58D on the end. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort through the heirs and varieties and check for those real quick. Then I'll bring you back and I'll show you how the box laid out. And then I'll go through and stack them by year and show you how many each we got. That was a lot of fun. Give me a minute to get set up and we will do that. Here's a rundown of how they all came out of the box. Time to sort them by year. Well, that was awesome. And here are the finds. Grand totals come to 1 from the teens, 2 from the 20s, 5 from the 30s, 28 from the 40s, and 26 from the 50s. We also had that 1 foreign, 3 59s, 2 69S's, and a whopping 17 2009 designs. I'm just going to sweep through these and highlight some of the finds. Oldest was the 1910. That was awesome to find. We also got a 1920 and 1925. And in the 30s, we got a 34, a 35, 36, 38D, and a 39. Nothing super rare there. No semi-key dates or key dates, but still really great to find. And I'll just sweep through the 40s and the 50s. Tons of 40s, a lot of 50s, like you usually see. Nothing wrong with that. I ran out of space, though. And that is just a sight to behold. And just for fun, I did put this box into my score sheet. And there you can see we have some of the categories are combined, but 3 from the teens and 20s, 5 from the 30s, 54 total from the 40s and 50s, the 1 foreign, the 5 in the 69s, 59s, and the 17 2009s for an insane 123 points. My best penny box ever. No surprise there. That was just fun. Once again, I want to thank RYVA9125 for sending me this box. I purchased it from him graciously. He put it together for me, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. I encourage you to go check out his channel. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, go ahead and click subscribe. Appreciate a thumbs up or a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the video. And remember, it's always a mystery until you crack open those rolls and you find out what is inside. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one.